third shir in Parshas Vayeshev, Terer, Daf Chazayin Amud Aleph. So we're saying that the only way to grasp Hashem is the depth of the heart. In understanding, we can only reach the lower level, which is called, in the words of Kabbalah, Malchus. In the lower, higher than that, we cannot reach. However, we can reach and grasp the Eibishter through the depth of the heart. As it says, Mima'amakim karasicha Hashem. From the depth of the heart, I can call you, I can reach you, I can reach the Eibishter. Because the depth, Reusa de Libo, the depth of the heart, comes from this contemplation. That there's nothing that can grasp Hashem whatsoever, and He is much greater in everything. Therefore, I don't want anything that is created from the external level. I only want Hashem Himself. And therefore, I don't have any desire to any other level but Hashem Himself. And I completely want to nullify it, and completely the soul wants to live, so to say, the physical body, and to be connected to the source. This kind of love is only applicable once the neshama comes to this world and he has to deal with this physical world. Because of the opposition, it feels that he needs to go connected to it. Just like a person, when he has the opposite of life coming to him, there's something that's threatening his life, then he appreciates life and he runs away, and he has all of his screaming and yelling, and all of his purpose is only on one thing, his life. Similar to that, when the neshama feels that they're disconnecting from Hashem, and he feels the distance from Hashem, that he has to do with the physical world, it brings out a greater and deeper connection to Hashem, much greater than the way the love to Hashem was when he was only good and only connected to Hashem. And in time when Beis Hamikdash was existing, we had that level from the level of Kodesh HaKadoshim. In other words, that we should be, it says the Pasuk, Tiyu li eretz chefetz, you'll be a desire land for me. So this was because specifically came through Kodesh HaKadoshim. But in time of Golus, it says, Ubikashta misham es Hashem elikechu matzaysa. From over there you will seek Hashem. In other words, when you will figure out and you will seek and you realize the distance from Hashem and how far an opposite of godliness a person is, how he completely goes distance from Hashem, and how far he is removed, that is becoming, and it brings the desire to be connected to Him. Because that's what it says in the Pasuk, Kam erech hapayim lefanov, how much merciful He is. In other words, from the higher level that it comes and it gives life for the opposite of Kedusha, and he realizes it, and he says, godliness comes and brings life to everything, even those that are going against holiness. And sometimes the way I'm acting is unfortunately not the way it's supposed to be. And nevertheless, those people going against Hashem, Hashem gives them and gives them and gives them. And if that's so to those that are going against Hashem, how much more so to those that connected to Him, that is going to bring from the Rotz and Elyon, from desire from above. In other words, from the level which is much greater than the level of Chokhmah and Pnimis and the Midas, but comes from the inner of the heart. And that comes, the seeking to Hashem comes from the depth of the heart, and this is the level of Tshuva Ilah which comes before the world was created. And that's what the Pasuk says, when you're going to seek Hashem with all of your heart and with all of your soul. In other words, his heart is going to go turn around from one side to another side, completely to dislike and to hate anything which is opposing godliness. And all the pleasures of the world, he is not interested in that. He is interested only in one thing connected to Hashem. And that is what's the concept of a businessman. He comes and he takes the money, he takes the gold and silver, and he takes it out of his possession, and afterwards is going to get much more money back. The same thing the neshama. Even though he's taken out from the level of Zav v'Chesef, love Hashem and fear of Hashem, and then he comes to this physical world to be enclosed in the physical body and Nefshabamis. But through that he comes to the opposite, a complete great love to Hashem, much greater than before, like a burning desire. And this is V'chamu Avi Canaan, that the burning and the fire comes from the level of Canaan, from the concept of spending, and so to say wasting that silver and gold by Yidden sent to this world. Good Shabbos.